Hi, Mr. Paris here. I wanted to do a journal for my sister, and she wanted beach boho, and I've come to the conclusion I don't really understand what beach boho is. So I decided to embrace the project in a way that I could understand. So I'm going to show you the box her journal's coming in, and then I'll probably make a separate video for the journal itself. So I decided to make a box that looked like a seaman's trunk. So it's got little handles on the side, and I put a little ship on it, so it's supposed to be like seaman's chest, like the woman is waiting for her man to come back from the ocean. And so I used a cardboard box, and then I used the little wooden slats and put on here, and this is actually cardstock along the sides to cover up the edges of the wood, and then I whitewashed it, and I used the little metal corners, bought little metal corners for it. And these are these ropes are from soap on a rope that I had, but it works. And the hinges are leather, and I just put it through with brads. I glued the leather on so that it won't come off, and the closure is also a leather. So this is the inside. I put a little restraint here so that the lid wouldn't go back open. This is her journal, and let me get started. Tip it back. I put a little fabric pocket across, and this is a map in the back. It's a wrapping paper that I used to cover the inside, and I did a similar thing for the bottom. I used a wrapping paper that was money, because I wanted her to have a little booty down in here, like she had something. Little treasure chest there. And there's a little hook area up here. This is from an old one of those wooden jewelry boxes, so I had that thing in my stash, so I put it in there. It's got a little magnifier hanging from it, so a dragonfly. And there's a little bee here, and this is just a little dangle thing. I was trying my hand at the paperclip thing, but I don't know that I was very successful there. So let's go in the back and see what's there. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Let me move these things. I put some books back here too, so it looked like a bookcase. And these say something about voyages and whatever. So, okay, what's in there? Made a little book. This was a printed book cover, just the front. And I made it into a box, put a little tie around it of muslin. And it is a little box with a tennis bracelet in it that has little beach symbolism and some things on it that are about my sister. And I put a little card in there. It says beach. Has a little map. This is washi tape. So that's her little gift to find among all the gifts to find in this box. This is the Ephemera folder. This was a folder in a paper pack, a printed paper pack. And I should show the back first. I put an envelope here, and there's pictures inside. I think there's a letter in there too. Put a little metal thing here. I don't know if you can see all that. Am I on? Maybe I'm off screen here. Sorry about that. Let's do that. Okay. I have a little metal piece here that says Ephemera, and then I included this picture because it looks like my sister, but it's actually painting. I don't know. So I have little bits, shells and whatever, and recipe cards, because part of her journal has a recipe area, and little clippings from the paper that was in the journal, and little pictures, children playing at the beach, another envelope, more little bits and pieces I thought she might enjoy using in her journals. Kind of a mishmash of stuff. I put 3 pockets in here, which I thought was interesting, actually. This is just cardstock with ribbon glued to it. This is a part of an envelope, and this was just a piece of file folder. And I liked the randomness. I hope she does too. Hope she enjoys it. Little shells that are cut out, ready to go. Some of it she can cut out, little sayings. And then this is her shaker. It was a piece of paper from one of the paper packs I used. And then I can't remember what packaging I got this plastic window off of. And I just put some sand in there, obviously, and some little things, little earring, some fake shells, a little printed seahorse. It says, "Remember the now." And it says adventure, so she can write on it. Okay, that's what's in the back. And then I made this silly little thing, supposed to look like a spyglass. It's made out of a toilet paper tube and a cardstock here, and this is a measuring cup off of something. And I made this little, whatever you call it, out of something, I don't know. You don't get a lot of information from my videos, sorry. It was going to be full of candy, but this time of year I'm worried whatever I put in there is going to melt, so it probably will arrive empty. I put in here a little poem about the sea, and just made it look old and tattery. I don't know if it's a good poem. I don't connect with poetry, but I'm sure my sister can find a better one than that. This was the snippet roll that I made. I chose things that would make it look like a tide pool, the shimmery tide pool. So I used a ribbon that was shimmery to begin with, and tried to pick things that I thought were more reflective and or see-through. So hopefully she can figure out a way to use this within her journal, or make a bookmark out of it, something. I actually thought this would be interesting if someone were to cut it up, put it on the cuffs of their blouse or on their pocket. I thought it would be kind of a pretty addition to a blouse. Okay, this is the journal, and my sister had actually purchased this fabric because it reminded her of the tide pools and the grass in the tide pools and that shimmery look. So I added a fringe and these little safety pin with dangly things hanging off. It's just a drawstring bag, and I added extra things, a chain and extra pins, so she could put it on other things. Or just leave it there and just enjoy it. Well, we'll look at the journal later. And then there's some booty in here. Fake money, fake coins. It is not chocolate. I wish it was, but I was worried about the melting. So little fake beads. And then I gave her a little pin to write in the book. Feather pin. So that is the box and its contents. I think that's what I'm going to do for this segment. Hope you enjoyed my share.